Hello there and welcome to the top 50 tracks of all time with a very special video today. The reason for that is that we're on number 21. Why is that special? Why is 21 such a special number? That's because, of course, the whole idea for the top 20 was that would be presented live on the 14th of November, and I'm not exactly sure 100% how that's going to happen yet, but as what it means is I'm not going to be doing these videos bit by bit to be released every 2 or 3 days, so this is the last one of that particular selection. So it's a new entry, which is a bit of a shocker, but now I hear the cries of, we were wondering when they were coming in. Yeah, but you've got to wait until like pretty high up, of course, if you're going to put the smashes in. Millions to choose from, 28 tracks on this particular CD. For those who are very aware of my charts in the past, they know that there's at least a couple that can't be this particular one now, because they wouldn't be new entries, because they've already been in the chart before. The track is 1979, which is a bit of a jingly track, as opposed to some of the hardcore tracks on the album. Before I forget to mention the thing I always forget to mention, even though it's called 1979, it's obviously not from the 70s, it's from 1995. Argued recorded in 94 or released in 94 in the US, not 100% sure about that, but it was released in the UK in 95, so that's why I'm going for 95 here. Smashing Pumpkins were a huge band for me through university and beyond. I have to say, one of the artists that I have listened to regularly afterwards, maybe not so much the newer albums, but definitely Melancholy, Siamese Dream. Definitely Melancholy, I'd say, is Gish I listen to occasionally as well, but it's this one that's the standout album for me. And I know that quite a few people have said, 28 tracks, 2 CDs, if they could have just decided to release one and then taken out the dodgy tracks, then it would have been immense. And I'm kind of wondering what them dodgy tracks are. I'm kind of wondering how you can take out 14 from this, and which 14 would you choose, and how have you not got... I'm not going to say that all 28 are classics, but I'd be very hard pressed to remove 14 from this album and still claim it was the album. Why 1979? It's Atina's fault, I think. I've listened to a lot of their stuff over the years, and Atina reacts extremely positively to this track, and it sort of made me think it is actually really good. Not that I'm saying because she likes it, it's probably not going to be, but then we do know Atina's taste can be a bit shaky, but not with this one. She's definitely picked a classic here. It just makes you feel good. It's got a nostalgia vibe, which makes sense with the fact that it's 1979. Not necessarily about relationship breakups either. So it's kind of fun in that it takes a little break from my norms. But again, it's kind of like that one. It's stuck with me. It's like it's one I keep. It's a go-to song from this album. And therefore stands out a little bit. The whole album is well worth a listen. I'd strongly recommend a sit down and listen to Melancholy. The title suggests it all, but it is one of the greats. It really is. So like I said, we're not sure how the 20 is going to go now. The idea is live on the 14th. I'm still hoping to stick to that. I just don't know in what format I'm going to do. And I don't know how that relates to how the tracks are going to come up on YouTube, because I don't think I can do a video of 20 tracks in one go. So it might be that after the 14th, when I've announced them live to a small gathering, that I then start to produce videos from 20 to number 1 afterwards. if you have any ideas there, let me know in the comments, because there is a lot spinning round in there, but it doesn't always mean it's good. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Thanks for listening this far. You've now listened to 30 tracks, or hopefully you've listened to 30 tracks out of my top 50 of all time. Hope that some have been interesting. Doubt anybody's going to agree with the 50, otherwise that would be very weird, but hope you've had some fun listening, and stay tuned to find out what's coming up after this, what we do with the last 20, or what I do with the last 20. But again, thank you for listening, and go and have a listen to 1979. Goodbye.